when Kahiga was speaking and saying that atimali sasa itaacha kwenda kwa Raila, kwani Rao has been in government for how long? Ni pesa ngapi William Ruto amepeleka Luo Nyanza? Raila has not been in government even for 4 months. What development has William Ruto taken? So that was a well choreographed and written speech for Mutahi by UDA. It is not in your place, it is in our place to call out these UDA members of parliament and governors in Mount Kenya who think they can further widen the gap between us and Luos. Politically we can fight, politically we can be divided, but not on the grave of one hero called Raila Amolo Odinga. That one we shall not accept. Hiyo haitafanyika. Tutakanyangana omundu kwa omundu, cause we respect Rao. He is a hero. We are enjoying freedom and democracy because of that man. So Luos, again, we are not begging for your unity, our unity. When we call out people like Kahiga, we are saying UDA, shame on you. Shame on you, UDA party. Shame on you, UDA party in Mount Kenya. Shame on you for serving your master and forgetting your people. Shame on you, UDA party. Mount Kenya people will never converge anywhere as a group of people without a politician giving them money. So our government operatives in Mount Kenya, tunasema shame on you UDA. Shame on you UDA in Mount Kenya. We know that was the work of the system and the work of the regime. Hiyo sio msimamo ya watu wa Nyeri na hiyo si msimamo ya Mount Kenya. Hiyo ni msimamo ya UDA, na mnajua UDA ni nani. Unamuitanga professor of politics. But his politics, the only politics he understands is divide and rule. And also we want to thank Raila. I personally want to thank Raila even in his death. Raila was the most brilliant politician of his time. Raila was more Russian than Briton or Americans. Raila thought like a Russian. I want to tell you of an atomic bomb in Russia called Satan. Satan is an atomic bomb with the most complicated system that is called the dead man's hand. That in case of an atomic apocalypse against Russia, even Putin or anybody has no control of that Satan atomic bomb. It will release itself from the ground and self-detonate and destroy the rest of the world. That was Russian. That is what Raila did with ODM party. Raila stood up for democracy, the democracy he fought for. Raila stood up for freedom, freedom he fought for. And he created ODM party with the idea of the Satan atomic bomb, that UDA in the wrong hands will behave like Satan the bomb. It will self-detonate. William Ruto thought that he could inherit Raila Amolo Odinga's biggest work, which is ODM party. But as soon as William Ruto lays hands on UDA, on ODM, it will self-detonate. Because if you cannot, ODM cannot uphold the ideologies of Raila's for this nation, then UDM will self-detonate. Raila knew all his children, and that is why he sponsored some to the government. He knew Tokonia. He knew all those weaklings were to be put in government. And then Raila was left with Akina Edwin Sifuna. And that is why even if they fought Babu Owino, Raila never fought Babu Owino in public, because Raila knew all his sons. They fought Babu Owino, but not single day. Hakuna siku hata moja tulisikia Rao akipiga Babu Owino in public. But we had all attack dogs of Raila attacking Babu Owino. But Raila in his wisdom never attacked Babu Owino. Every time the attack dogs of Raila Amolo Odinga were against Edwin Sifuna's remark, every time Raila Amolo Odinga endorsed and embraced whatever Edwin Sifuna said, because he knew loyalty looks like Edwin Sifuna. Raila created an atomic bomb that will self-detonate in the hands of the wrong people. There was a reason why Raila put Edwin Sifuna as the SG of a political party which is largely a predominant Luo Nyanza party. But he put a Luya called Edwin Sifuna to lead that party. If today UDA touches Edwin Sifuna, every last lawyer in UDA will leave ODM. They will leave. So Raila was the most brilliant politician of his time. In death and in life, Raila was a great man. And that is why most of us who supported him and voted for him, we shall uphold his ideology of freedom. We shall uphold his idea of democracy. We shall not allow UDA government operatives in Mount Kenya to urinate on the legacy of one Raila Amolo Odinga. We in Mount Kenya, we shall uphold Raila's integrity and ideology of democracy and freedom. Now neho tuli tutigwetekera legacy ya Raila ethugumerwo ni agorokia ya UDA out the rift between Kikuyus and Luos. It has been there since 1963. It would worry us less. Has never bothered us, will not bother us. But what we are saying, we shall not allow for Raila's legacy to be urinated by UDA members in Mount Kenya. Hiyo nayo hatutakubali. Hiyo nayo hatutakubali. Hiyo nayo we David Chiamanari ya Gikuyu agikoro we mu Gikuyu. It was UDA's idea to do whatever they did through their UDA Mount Kenya operatives. Ukiona Matinga mahali huyo gavana wa Nyeri, ukiona ule mwingine anaitwa nani, I keep forgetting the name of that Madera boy. What is his name? I can't remember his name. Every time you see those three, that Madera MP, Matinga their governor, and Kahiga, if you see them somewhere, do not see Mount Kenya, see UDA. These are people that William Ruto'S watapatia Rigiji headache in Nyeri. Alisema kama Rigiji anafikiria atashikanisha Mount Kenya, huyu nitamsumbua kwao nyumbani na hataweza. But the good book says, with a true prophet, there is no honor in his hometown. You must be rejected in your hometown by the leaders for you to be upheld and accepted somewhere else. So sisi tunasema Mount Kenya ni Rigiji, na tuko na Rigiji. Kama ni Rigiji alitukana Raila Amolo Odinga, let me tell you, ile moto ingekuwa huku, ingekuwa mbaya sana, cause some of us, his biggest supporter, we would have deserted him there and then. Alright, but sasa hawa ni watu wa UDA wanatukana Rao. Hawa ni watu wa UDA wana celebrate. When Kahiga was speaking and saying that atimali sasa itaacha kwenda kwa Raila, kwani Rao has been in government for how long? Ni pesa ngapi William Ruto amepeleka Luo Nyanza? Raila has not been in government even for 4 months. What development has William Ruto taken? So that was a well choreographed and written speech for Mutahi by UDA. Thank you. I'm from Western. One term is eminent. One term ni lazima. One term lazima. Raila was great in life and Raila is great even in death. The honor and the dignity of one Raila Amolo Odinga for democracy. Let me tell you people, the democracy you are enjoying today, there was no democracy, there was no second liberation without Raila Amolo Odinga. And as we understand history, will always be grateful and forever grateful for Raila Amolo Odinga, the only prince who never lived like a prince, who came down and fought the wars of ordinary people. Raila was born in greatness. Raila was the son of a vice president. He would have chosen to dine with those dynasties, but Raila always chose the people first. Raila understood the ideology of a political party or any political support is from the people, and that is why Raila's eye was always tearing up, because he was beaten for the people. And we understand that, and we shall not allow anybody to urinate on the grave of one Raila Amolo Odinga, a hero not only in Nyanza but a hero for this country. And we shall not allow UDA operatives in Mount Kenya to spoil for the rest of us. We are not begging for a unity with Luos. We are not begging for unity with Luos. That has always been there, will always be there until God knows when. But what we shall not allow as the people of Mount Kenya, we shall not allow for the UDA people to to urinate on the grave of Raila Amolo Odinga. That one shall not happen. Luos, when we are speaking on Raila, we are not begging for unity with you. We know that the hate has always been there. We are not condemning Mutahi because we want a unity with you. That one has always been there. But we are defending the honor and the dignity of one Raila Amolo Odinga.